Alright, this will be a quick video on how to do an oil change and fuel filter change on this. It's a Miller 300 Pro with a Kubota 4-cylinder. So this is all what I'm going to use. Gloves, flashlight, oil filter, fuel filter, WD-40. I'm going to use this to strain some diesel to put back. You want to pre-fill this both filters. This is the fuel filter, that's the oil filter, this is the oil drain, which I snake through a little hole down there. Normally it's, can't really see it, but there's a little holder right here for this hose that is normally up there, and then there's a hole right there. So the way I got this mounted in this trailer, it's kind of a pain. I think normally on a pickup truck you can drape it through that hose and then it'll gravity feed down. But so I'm going to be using a gallon jug that I've cut a hole in it. It's going to be slow, but put a little bit in there, pour it in there. I'm using Rotella T6 1540. Some diesel fuel to pre-fill this, and that's it. So this oil drain, you just do a quarter or like an eighth of a turn on that thing, and there's no valve or anything, it's just ready to go right off the bat. So because I have this mounted kind of weird, I've got to just do a little transfer action. I guess in the meantime I'll do the fuel filter. Alright, so while that's draining, I'll just change the fuel filter. Alright, so fill that up and then just put some around that O-ring so it doesn't get jammed up. And then just go hand tight on the filter. You don't want to use a wrench or anything. Same with the oil filter. So, because I have it mounted in this trailer, I just fill that bucket, milk container, and then pour it out. Keep doing that. I usually use these Wix Napa Gold filters. There's a spot here to write your mileage down, but I always just rip the top off, so then you have the fuel filter number, and then I write the hours, mileage, and the type of oil I used on it last time. Pretty much done. So I just put this cap. It's got like a spring-loaded cover in there. There's a little hole right here. Thing to hold it right there. So next, I'll take this oil filter off. So even though they say you can get a longer life with synthetic oil, I just change it early and often because it makes the motor last a whole lot longer. We've been changing our oil every 250 hours on the generators, and we got 35,000 hours, 400 hours on the main engine, and that's got 42,000 hours. So, Alright, I'm just going to pre-fill this little filter here. Bunch of paper pleats in there, so you gotta let the air bubble out every so often. And then get that O-ring, put it back on. So just tighten this by hand, don't use a wrench. Normally if the filter is white, I'll just use a Sharpie and write the hours right on it. Nice and tight, but in this case I just wrote the date, hours. Okay. Alright, to fill back up, just clean your dipstick off. I think it's it says right here 6 quarts. Not the greatest setup here. Little magnets. Just gonna put one on the fuel filter, the primary, and one on the oil filter. It'll catch any magnetic metal particles that are floating around down there, and hopefully save them from going through your motor. Just check the dipstick one last time. Perfect. And then I just spray everything down with WD-40 every so often. I just get it in the gallon and then put in this. Give everything a good spray, like once a month. And that's it.